People, they'll throw their helmets on like this because it's loose and it's cool. Like it keeps their head cooler, especially in a bucket-style helmet like this where ventilation is not exactly the key objective. What they need to do is they need to put it straight down like that. And ideally you want to have between 1 and 2 fingers between the eyebrow and the bottom of the helmet here. So that ensures that it's in the proper place on your cranium to offer protection both on the sides, or all on the sides, top and back, as well as the front, because a lot of kids will go over forwards on their bike as well, especially when they're learning. Pull the front brake, they go over. Things like that. This one here, you can see that the actual ratchet comes from the front. The strap comes from the front and goes all the way around the head, so that when you put tension on this here like this, it pulls all the way around the head and not just from one section in the back. So it gets a proper fit all the way around in that contact area, which helps hold the helmet still. So what we'll do is we'll show you from the back, because that's really where you get the adjustment from. So we're going to put it on as if he was going to be wearing it to ride. So again, the 2-finger rule in the front applies to this style helmet as well. Then you just grab and push this in as you tension the helmet to the point where it becomes snug on the head. And you can tell it fits properly if you move it back and forth and it doesn't wobble or shake, and side to side as well. If you move it like this, and you can see his eyebrows move up and down with the helmet, that indicates that it's got a firm enough lock around the actual skull itself to be effective in a crash. If you have especially kids, if you have a small helmet or a small head, what happens is as you ratchet this in, you create a dead zone here in this part of the helmet. So what that does is if the child falls off or the person falls off, you can actually accelerate to the point where you impact the back of the helmet. So the smaller this zone is, the more safe the helmet will be for the person that's wearing it. If this zone is too big, I'd probably recommend going for a smaller size helmet if they have the small medium fitting, or maybe going to a child's helmet. So one of the other things that we see quite a bit of is that when kids are riding, their helmet strap comes down way past their jawline. And what happens in a crash is that if the helmet gets jarred when you hit the ground, that'll pop off and be ultimately useless. So the best thing to do is have the straps adjusted so that in a comfortable seating position or standing position, that you can fit 2 fingers between the strap and the chin. Anything more than that, and it's a little bit too much.